Hey, what's up to all my students out there? Jeremy here with another episode, another season of Next Level Students. Hey y'all, this episode 56. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about what real friendship looks like, and we also gonna talk about some of the best ways that you can manage your time between schoolwork, friends, and sports and stuff like that. You feel me? Episode 56, Next Level Students, let's get it. Okay, so our first question is coming in from a freshman named Gabriella. Gabriella, what's your question? Let's go.
If my friends have been forgiven too many times for the things that they've done.
Okay, all right, so good question. So I get it, right? You've forgiven your friends over and over and over again. So let's move past the forgiveness piece. I believe in forgiveness. I read one time in this book, we're supposed to forgive 70 times 70. That means like a lot. We should be forgiving, and you should be forgiving. But you also gotta ask yourself, Gabriella, I'm gonna call you Gabby if you don't mind. You also gotta ask yourself, Gabby, like, do they keep doing the same thing? And are they really my friends? Because let me tell you something, people gonna let you down. Friends will let you down from time to time, but you got some people who will pose as friends. My mentor once told me that I should go where I'm celebrated and not where I'm tolerated. So I want you to take a moment to think about that, because there might be some relationships you're trying to make work, and people might be showing you who they really are, and they might be showing you they really not your friends. But a lot of times, a lot of students I work with, the reason why they stay in those relationships is because they don't know what their worth is. They don't realize what their worth and their value is. And so they stay in places that they really shouldn't be in. So I'm not telling you you should not forgive them, and I'm not telling you that you should not be friends with them. But you gotta ask yourself a question. In this relationship that y'all have, are they taking? Are they giving anything to you? Are they giving you any joy, any happiness, any peace? Like, are they nice towards you? Or are they always finding themselves apologizing, always finding themselves breaking your trust? And then you have to forgive them over and over and over again. Like, you gotta really reevaluate that relationship. You know, I had some relationships in the past where I realized the only time you come to me is when you wanna take something from me. I had people in my life who said they was my friends, but then around other people, they would have stuff to say about me. So now I have to ask myself, do I wanna stay in this relationship? Do I expect more? Do I expect better from myself? And so the more you become in love with you, the more that you respect you, the more that you appreciate you, the more that your worth and value rises, you'll start looking at some of those situations differently. And that's for all of you students out there. I know people who stay in bad relationships. They stay in toxic relationships because they don't want to be single. They're staying with, they have boyfriends that they know it's not good for them, but they feel like nobody else will love them. Or they're with girls because they feel like nobody else wants to be with me. No. You will love yourself. You will value yourself. You will appreciate yourself. And you'll look up one day and you'll realize, you know what? I know how dope I am. I know how amazing I am. And once you realize that you can get on my level and be friends with me, but we not begging nobody in 2020 to be our friends. We not begging nobody to accept us. You are fearfully and beautifully and wonderfully made just how you are. And so should you forgive people if they hurt you? Absolutely, you should forgive them. But should you forgive yourself for putting yourself in that position and for allowing them to hurt you? That's a whole nother question. So forgive yourself, forgive them, but then move on. And you might look up and realize this relationship isn't really healthy for me. They're not helping me grow. They're not helping me be a better student, a better daughter. They're really not that good of a friend. They just kind of tolerate me. No. You go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated. All right, great question. I think my man Miles had question number 2. Let's get it.
My name is Miles, and I attend Anderson Christian School in Anderson, South Carolina, and I'm currently in the 11th grade. How do I manage my schoolwork with hanging out with friends and athletics?
My answer for you is simple. You got to compartmentalize things. You got to be faithful over what's in front of you. So when it's time to practice, you practice. When it's time to study, you study. When it's time with your family, when you with your friends, then you focus in on them. Some people, because they love ball so much, when they in class, they watching highlights on their phone. When they with their family, when they with their friends, like, so in order for you to really go to that next level, because we playing the long game. We're not just playing, I want to graduate, I'm trying to go and play ball in college. No, we playing the game of life, y'all. We planning and preparing for in our 30s and our 40s and in our 50s when we have our kids and we have grandkids. in order for you to be successful and you to experience the full greatness that's inside you, because you've been born and called for a purpose, you gotta be disciplined to know when to focus on what. For instance, for me, I wear several different hats. You know what I'm saying? I got a nonprofit here in the States that my wife runs, she's the president of. We have a nonprofit in South Africa. You feel me? We own a Next Level trucking company. I started a Next Level Speakers Academy. We about to drop a Next Level clothing line. You feel me? Like everything now is next level. I got the students K-12 character curriculum for schools, in schools all over the country. I also do consulting, Next Level teacher training. You feel me? And so because I wear a bunch of different hats, I've experienced some significant success, Miles. Why? Because I was able to be focused on what was important and what was priority. So prioritizing for you will be key. You gotta kill procrastination and you gotta master prioritization. And when you do that, you're gonna go from one level to the next level, the next level. And I'm gonna look up one day and be like, yo, that's my guy Miles at the top. Why? Because you were focused and you were disciplined. And I believe if you do that, you're gonna look up and be experiencing some amazing things in your life. And the people who are barely getting by, the people in life who are not experiencing nearly the success that they should experience, is because they're not disciplined and they're not focused. They can so easily get off the mark. And somebody call them and they talking. Somebody hit them up and they playing video games. Like they not supposed to keep a certain type of diet to keep their body in shape. No. In order for you to be powerful and phenomenal, you gotta be disciplined and you gotta be focused. Think about Tom Brady. My man that won 6 Super Bowl rings. He in his 40s now, still playing very well in the National Football League. Done left, New England. Now he at Tampa Bay doing big things. Why? Because he was focused, because he was disciplined. Do you know that the average person in the NFL stays for 5 years? Do you know what they say the NFL stands for? Not for long. Think about that. That's what people kind of tease and say the NFL stands for, not for long. Because they know you're not gonna stay there a long time. But you know what? Tom Brady was like, nope, I'm focused. And I'm gonna be disciplined. So he watches what he eats. He watches the environment that he's around. He watches the company that he keeps. You don't see him on Instagram doing nothing stupid. Nope, he's locked in, he's focused, and he's disciplined. Think about LeBron James, old GOAT James. Man, he living life on that next level. My man, 35, 36, still dominating the league. Still doing amazing things. Why? Because he's disciplined and he's focused. When he with his family, you see him on family kicking it, dancing, Taco Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? But when it's time to hit the court, when it's time to practice, he's focused and he's disciplined. I want you to be great. Every single one of you students watching this video, you have what it takes to be great. The question is will you choose to be focused and will you choose to be disciplined? And when you choose that, all the success in life will choose you. And I'll see you next week. Peace.